Alrighty. Hello, all. It's lovely to have you here. Do I have my settings right? I might have been in this game. Might be what I did. It is. My bad. This is a puzzle game that I very much adore by the name of Bean and Nothingness. It's a very relaxed puzzle game while at the same time being extremely difficult. The plot is pretty simple. Well, for the most part, it is. It's a very fun time, and I'm just here to have a good time tonight, as usual. King, if you're already here, it's gonna be real funny to listen to you go off while I'm just doing my focus. Howdy, howdy, Amber. Now the papers on this table look particularly interesting. The Tradition Project. The rediscovery of the temple has created many exciting research opportunities in the study of the tradition of the beans. There has never been a better time to work in this growing dynamic field. The Tradition Project seeks enthusiastic and self-motivating graduate students and early career postdocs for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to study the traditions in its original home. Participants will gain valuable research experience and spend 6 months working with some of the most prominent researchers in the field. The position is unpaid. Food and housing provided on site. Interested applicants should send a CV and short personal statement to Professor Dalton. Oh heck yeah! What'd you make? What'd you make, Amber? Welcome, Initiate. Be honored that you have been chosen to study the tradition of the beans. We, the Guardians. Okay. We, the Guardians of the Temple, have left behind this message to guide you through the first puzzle. The goal of every puzzle is to get to the completion tile. Sadly, in this puzzle, there's a block in the way. We'll need to make a monster to help us get rid of it. We'll practice the tradition by creating monsters out of beans. There's a red bean on the ground in front of you. Pick it up by standing on it and pressing Q. Excellent. The red bean is now in your inventory. Place the bean. I didn't have a recipe. So, every single puzzle has a select set of recipes that create monsters. Some white rice, pulled pork, and cut up a mango. Wait, hold up. Rice, pork, and mango sounds like a really weird flavor profile. I mean, I'm not gonna question it. I'm just kind of confused by the flavor profile of it. So this is Bean and Nothingness. Every single puzzle, in the bottom left you can see a recipe for a monster using beans. You have a little wad that shoots this laser that goes as far as it can until it hits a wall or a bean. Once it hits a bean, a monster is created if there is a recipe for it. You can then interact with it, like pushing this guy. This guy explodes when he hits walls. And very early on, you're taught some very simple concepts. Monsters cannot be created on top of these tiles. And monsters can interact with each other. Like that roly-poly guy just now could bump into the yellow man to make him move. All of these mechanics just kind of go deeper and deeper as time moves on, so we're going to be seeing a lot of very interesting mechanics as we progress. Now, also, when these orange guys move, their initial move is 2 tiles big. So we need to get them out of the way first. Also, the music in this game is just really nice. It's very calming for how stressfully difficult some of the puzzles in this game are. This one's known for its brutal level design. And that's not a bad thing, to be honest. These are buttons that have to be held down to use. There are versions that only have to be passed over to use. Here, we learn that monsters can be blown up into their base components. We learn this because there's no way for us to get through this pathway otherwise. The explosion isn't enough to clear it. I called your dinner weird. I called it weird in a very silly manner. Oh, are you ready for Honolulu Kanto later tonight? Because that's approaching. Yeah, Kanto 8 releases tonight. Yeah, no, that's tonight, Amber. Yeah. Honolulu's days are numbered, and by numbered, I mean they're already over. Man. Stream froze? What? Oh, I... Did it? Are you sure that's not just on your end? I will double check. That's very weird. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just on your side. But yeah, Honolulu's cooked. Yeah, that's tonight. I really hope it's a good Kanto. I don't have high hopes because I've just generally been a lot less interested in Project Moon as of late. But I want it to be good. That should work, and then I can do this. There we go. I think Kanto 8, like Honolulu's story in general, isn't one that is catching my attention so far. Kanto 7 very obviously had all of the spotlight for me. Oh, right, I should probably explain out that these bubbles are working right now, but... Oh. If I may ask in a very silly manner, Amber, what is your understanding of why Kanto 7 did that for me? Because I am curious of what you think. I don't know, your opinion is just interesting in general. My apologies. I wouldn't describe Blood Fiends as like the sole reason, to be honest. There was a lot more as to why. It was... No, that's fair. My apologies. My reasoning for why I'm so obsessed with the funny Don Quixote de la Mancha is because of their feeling of like disillusionment with the world around them. Because Don Quixote, well, more specifically Sancho, is completely worldview shattered as a person and gives up upon their dream. And I think the way that they handle it and they have Don Quixote handle their issues is really important to me. Okay, so I need to find a way to have the button stay activated for long enough, followed by it being pulled off. Ah, there we go. Okay, that works. Also, there is a thunderstorm outside. Not just because you're the VA for Sinclair. It's okay. I know what you are. It's fine. Don't worry about it. um... There we go. That's what it was. I know lots of things. Lots of things. Whoops. I was saying, like, I know what you are. I was just trying to be silly and say, I know what you are. Sinclair. I know what you are. Come on, you cannot hide that from me. What? The way I said Sinclair. I'm sorry that I'm the Cromer VA in the very same project. Oh no! What? How could that happen? Wait, are you actually freaking out over it? You're too into his character. Come on. I didn't even do anything that serious. It's only scaring Sinclair. Oh, this. I think I know. I think I know how this one goes. Don't remember why this section is necessary. I suppose it is just enough. There we go, perfect. I don't know if that was the solution or not, but that was a good one. That's tricky. Fair enough, fair enough. I hope you have a fun time with that. When do I ever not wish fun upon my precious Sinclair? Ah, what a relaxed night for me. Stream in hand and you can't help but just enjoy it. Knowing that the one who crypts still always has you in their hand. Amazing. Truly amazing. This one is a puzzle that I'll save for a later day, because I know that I don't have that solution in my head. I know a fair amount of this game by heart, but not that much of the game by heart. Because we're approaching where my brain has a much harder time with some of these puzzles. Sinclair, it's not internal screaming if everyone can hear you. Island of Buckets. Here we get a very fun friend. You like having fun little friends, yeah? That one's the trick. I've been practicing Between Two Worlds a lot. It's been so much fun. There we go, and now we do this. Boop, 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 boop. Get out of the way. Between Two Worlds is such a fun song, I must admit. I've had such a fun time practicing it. You will have to sing the end credits, that is correct. Do not think you won't. Yeah, having to sing it twice does sound like it'd be a lot. There we go. I'm pretty sure this is... Oh, it is what I have to do. I just wasn't thinking about it properly. Bean and back again. Now, like so. That allows me to grab bean 1, and this lets me get bean 2. Oh, wait a minute. I know that I'm mentally close to it. Well, no, there's no reason I can't do it like that. 'Cause I can't blow that up. My little bag friend. I love you, but you're kinda stupid. Yeah, that's not nearly enough space nor time. Has to be like this. Honestly, I think your singing will be just fine, Amber. I believe it'll sound good. I genuinely do think your singing will sound just fine. It will just take a little bit of... No, you're allowed to have those. Just understand that you are not bad at this because you haven't done it before. Amber, I'm sure that it'll be fine by the time that rolls around. It won't be an issue. Oh wow, goodness, I am really stupid. How did I not think to just do this? Oh my goodness. Literally just put the man on the button. Oh my goodness, you're so stupid, Beatrice. Can't think of a single possible solution. Wait, when does cat on this thing? I think I do this, and then I do this. And then I make him go the other way around because I can't blow him up. There we go. Oh, they do. You're right. I think the hard part for Between Two Worlds for me is getting a lot of the tonal parts of it correct. Because there's, you know, a whole lot of weird parts about it that I just don't seem to get yet. Oh, there we go. There we go. That works. I'm a little bit of a puzzle meister. I think that Between Two Worlds have a lot of weird tonal functionality to it. That's a weird way to put it, but like that is my feeling on it. I think that it is really good, but really hard to make work. Okay, and now I push this little buddy. That works. One of them had a bigger distance, so you knew which one to go for. I'm just being a bit of a puzzle whiz over here. Woo. Oh, hi, cat. Happy to have you. Oh, huh. How about 30 days, dude? Goodness me. You're trying to fall behind on your work. Also, wow, it is raining real hard outside. Really nice. I love it's fine. There we go. Drop the bean. Goodness, don't. You're very early on it. Shush. Okay, one orange guy, 2 buckets. Yeah, I think it's just raining up the whole side. Ah. Here we go. And now silly guy bounces into the other one. No. I'm so close. Okay, hold on. If I can't get that, because that leaves the two block gap, which is not big enough. I turn on the grid. He'll end up here, which is too close. Instead, I need him to be here, but I can't exactly do that. I'm gonna give that one some second thought while I walk around. Two kingdoms. Okay, so the goal is to get yellow bean here over to there. So how do I do that? It's the question. Ah, the grid kind of messes me up. There we go. And then... Okay, but then how do I get back? Whoa, that's crazy. Funny little guy in my chat telling me where I could get the best possible views. I sure hope so. Get out of here. Shame on thee for thinking that I would find that fun. It is very funny indeed. I think... So what I can do is just have the last one be the roller hitting here. Oh my goodness, I don't even need to do that. I don't need a bucket for that one. I can just... Bada bing. There we go. And then the last one. That's a really creative puzzle because it just asks you to break the puzzle and do it in a weird angle. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, I remember being stuck on some of these. Oh no. Okay. What it is that I end up needing to just bring... Okay, there we go. And what the other half is I need to bring this guy through with me to here. Okay, so to explain what I am setting up here, what the puzzle looks like it is asking of the player is to get rid of your red beans so that you can pass by this red gate. Because these hexagonal gates don't let you pass by if you have that bean in your inventory. I need to pass through, but I need a red bean at the end, so it is asking you how to smuggle a red bean through. And then it also asks you to get a yellow over here. But there doesn't seem to be any way for you to get both of these beans over. And that's because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to get one of, like, this bucket over here locked into a position where it is walking back and forth. And this guy acts as a gate, because the second he sees me, he moves up, and this will bump into the yellow, which will blow up, giving me the red I needed, and blowing up the brick. A funny little guy. I remember that one being very, very difficult. And the rest of the puzzles here are probably a little bit too much for me tonight because they're very advanced. And my silly little slime brain is looking for relaxation. Some puzzles that I can kind of do semi-mindlessly because I understand them to the faintest bit off the top of my head. And to you, Amber and Kat, and whoever else watches tonight and on VOD, you are free to ask as many questions as you'd like. So if you're ever like, hey, Mel, what are you even doing? Do you mind explaining? I can be like, yeah, I got you. Ah, to hydrate. Whoa, crazy. I brought a drink with me. It's almost like I come prepared specifically for you. But I know anyone can redeem it. Amber, you're not gonna be able to trick me. I cannot be stopped. Oh no, not another one! You people and your redeemed. You people and your treats. Jesus, you have so many. At this point, I'm gonna create like a completely useless button and tell you to use it from time to time. T, no. Alright, fine. Fine, you won't use the useless button that wastes your hydration points. Fine. Maybe I'll end up giving you a button for something. What would you... Alright, I'll cave into your demands. What do you want? Cat button, meow meow. I'll see if I can get one that can make a silly noise. The question becomes, like, what kind of noise do I even have it make, though? Because I could have it do many things, including, like, some sort of alert noise that would probably scare the heck out of me. Nimbus Company. Yeah, okay, I can see that. I mean, yeah, you could, I could do that. I guess I guess I wouldn't be against a funny Don Quixote button like that. I mean, would you be against it? I don't think you would be. I suppose I will have to make some funny buttons that just make silly noises. I probably can get a button that just makes the red mist noise, just a jump scare. I mean, as said, it should just be a silly little sound effect that, like, I'd recognize. I might get jumped by it, or I might not. Who knows? Hmm. How do I blow this up? There we go. And then one final basket, and I am done! Woo! Heck yeah. Oh, that's... Oh no, not the silly buns anchoring stream. There we go, that should work. The clouds can only create monsters that are a pattern. So there come situations where it's better to have two beans on top of each other to make a non-pattern. Oh, I see what it is. Here we go. If I do it like this, and then I put this guy here, he can't blow up those single beams there into monsters. So I am impervious to him. I am invincible! You know, my strength have been picking up a lot more lately, you know? I usually have only like 1 or 2 people, but even on variety night, I'm getting like 5, 8, which is quite the step up, I cannot lie, and it's very shocking to see. It's exciting, to say the least. I really appreciate the kindness that you all have. For showing up. There we go. There we go. Well, I enjoy getting to have you around, so thank you. Yippee! Look at these silly old guys. Now, something you might end up noticing as I progress here is that a lot of these I'm getting a lot scarcer on how many puzzles I solve. And for a reason, game hard. Hmm. Oh. Huh. Yeah, that certainly complicates things. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Alright. Let's go back to here for a moment. And then I'll start explaining what I'm even thinking about during some of these, because they are getting to the point where these puzzles are reaching my on-the-spot knowledge limitations. This guy steals beans. That's his thing. He yoinked the bean. He eated the monster, and he turns them back into beans. I'm going to take a quick 5 minutes, if that is okay. I'll be right back. Alright? What am I coming back to? Want to do a gay raid? Okay, alright, okay. I leave for a minute. For a minute. I left for 1 minute. I can't trust you with anything. With not none. There we go. Amber, I know that I'm sorry that the slime likes ladies. What's wrong with that? We spread it the gay. Goodness. You people. think. Okay, and now I can do this. That should be close enough. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I guess this is what I get for being your friend. Do you know what you get for being my friend? You get a little bit of Sinclair. Little bit of taunting you as Cromer. That is your punishment. Unfortunately, it's the truth. You are stuck with this. Yes, all I was doing was a simple little silly impression. Truly nothing more. I speak true, honest words. Yes, and I can't wait for you to hear me sing as Cromer. I'm sure that'll be just a blast, to say the least. I love the wording of like, yeah, I do love your singing, but like also, ah! Hmm. There we go. Singing publicly can be scary, but I promise you it really isn't that bad once you get used to it. It's a lot more fun than it often can be made out to be. Amber, my confidence is paper thin. You don't understand how truly pathetic I can be. Like, I know that I come off all gusto and stuff, but I really am more of a nervous wreck than I'd like to admit. My confidence is solely given by the power of Yada being a silly little goofball at any given time. I think, like, I can sing right now if I wanted to, and if you asked me very nicely, I would be happy to. But I think, overall... Oh, Yada's been very fun to play. I think they are legitimately just my favorite character. They're wonderful. Yeah, I think singing just kind of comes with enough making yourself have that slight bit of confidence. I think it comes with just being like, yeah, I can accept that I'm a little silly. I can accept that I am capable of this, and that even if someone says something, I will not get hurt over it. I don't worry. I saw I saw it, but yeah, sure. I'll be happy to have a screenshot of it. A screenshot of the gay raid. Oh boy, just what I needed today. I think one of I'm still thinking about this video of Cole and Yada just kind of uh Yada basically just tells Cole that she's filled with candy, and Cole just goes nuts. It's really funny. Really cute too. Worf. Okay, alright. So, how do I get him to do. Alright, so how do I get him to do what I'm wanting him to do? Well, that's. That's close to what I'm going for, but I'm off by a little bit. I can't put him there. I can't put him there. Like, I can't put the guy here because that requires an ice block here, which is obviously more resources than I have. I can't bring any beans past here because of that, so both the ice guy and vine guy have to fit with. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. If I just do that, that makes him just drop it fully. No fuss, no. I almost said the words no fuss, no muss, and I don't know why. I don't know what that means. Nothing. These are meaningless words. Fun fact, you can freeze yourself. Honk. Onwards, Rocinante. Then I should be able to get you to bonk into your friend. You go here, and then you go here, and genius. There we go. Looking for the loop. Looking for a little loop-de-loop. I like the ice area's mechanic, but it is definitely very hard to wrap your head around. The concept of like freezing and moving enemies that are frozen. To anyone who like plays this game, I think you understand how insanely hard it can be to mentally think about some of these puzzles. I'm no expert, but I think I at least have a pretty good ability to grasp most of it. Most of it, and we'll leave it at most. Because, I don't know, it's a complicated hacking game. Okay, maybe if I do it like that? then I can't freeze that one, so we're close, but no cigar. Grid this. Okay, so I can get one. I need 5, and there's only 5 beans for other enemies. Oh wait, I don't need to have it exactly there. I'm silly. My little guys are in sync. My little dudes. My little guy. Okay. So if I do this instead, this should work. That makes 5, and that's the solution. Not bad, not bad. Oh boy, so I need to get red guy onto here. But I don't have anything that I can put there yet. Or that I can't lure him here because there's not enough room. I know that there are multiple puzzles like that throughout this area, so I might take a look around first. For what could possibly be other variations of this. Like this. Where we're given two roly-polies. Vines and ice. Now I can get one red guy there, and I could potentially set up thank you, Amber. Okay. So if I do gosh. Dang it. Okay, that works. And we have a silly little friend extra. Just a silly little guy. Now we have the exact same puzzle, except now there's just a little bit more, and it's not sideways. And that completely changes the entire dynamic of the puzzle, which is absurd. I love that that is how this game works, is that one puzzle detail and the entire thing's done for. Okay, and then I can do this, and I can set up you, and you. I don't think you'll be set yet. And then if I do that, the vine will pull it onto the button, and that's the puzzle. Yeah, okay. That one was kind of rough, to say the least. Oh my god, these are hard. Getting a little nervous because they're starting to... And now I only have one roly-poly instead of 3, instead of 2. And that's not great. Okay, so how do I work with only 3 guys? What about these 3 guys makes this doable? I know you believe in me, and don't worry, I do appreciate it. But, reminder, I have to believe in myself as well. I did not think this through, to be honest. No, don't worry. I appreciate your words of encouragement. Don't think I don't. But, these puzzles scare me. They're very, very confusing. I can't do that to monsters. No, you're fine, cat. Don't worry. You've done no wrong. I'm just here being silly, talking about how a puzzle about beans is impossible. Okay. Something I could potentially do. Something like this. Well, we're close here, but not quite. Nothing about that would let me... Okay. So, theoretically, if I got an ice cube here, while still having red bean, that'd be doable. That's one. Another one would potentially be having an ice cube here while still having red. Or having one here while having two, which isn't possible either. The fact that we are limited to only 3 pieces means that we are very scarce on resources. And that is bad. Very, very bad. Like, I don't know, maybe... Whoa. Oh goodness, I forgot about that mechanic. Oh no! I forgot about freezing their hands. That's another whole thing that I know I have to do at some point. Yeah, I can't lie. These beans are pretty crazy. Okay, so we're gonna start here by dropping it. Now, there we go. Yeah, More simple puzzles for me, please. My brain's a little goopy. So I suppose when is it not? Oh, Amber, you're fine. You don't have to worry at all about, like, talking too little or too much. You're allowed to just be here and relax. There's no requirement. I'm just happy to have you here. Because I like having my friends around. Understood. Wow. You're all good. Don't worry about a thing. There we go. That whole mechanic's a little hard. Oh, I remember this one taking me a while. I'll come back to that. For now, I'm going to go over to the next area. But I know I've not been reading anything in this place, as there's a lot to look through. It does tell a very nice story. It's very cute, to say the least. And this place introduces one of the first insane gimmicks. Island of Blobs. Where the whole thing is that we get stuck with some very, let's just say, difficult enemies that do complicated mechanics. So what this enemy is, and I know this one's very hard to explain, because I have no idea where to even begin in terms of explaining this. But basically, what is going on is that this enemy tries to mimic other things around it. whatever interacts with it will be mimicked. Remote. Oh goodness. I'll find it one day. It's crazy. Hey. There we go. Thank you, bag buddy. Oh, such a good puzzle. All of these are, but okay. The other interesting thing about the blobs is that since they follow you when you're close like this, you can have them move into spaces where most normal monsters can't go. Like having this one here, I can now move this guy, blow him up. Ah, that's an issue. I can't get that one to blow up. Well done, Amber. It's literally underneath the piece of paper. There we go. What a silly little guy. Goodness, the amount of times I'm going to mess this up. The amount of times I'm gonna mess this one up will be staggering. Now if I do this, there we go, just barely. These are so difficult. Oh, okay. So if I am to do this and grab one of my little buddy here. I need to grab my little buddy and put it here, I think. There we go, just barely making it. There are so many difficult puzzles. I think I'm going to save this place and the rest of this game to another stream. I think for now, I'll stop. But I do greatly appreciate your company for the evening. I will mention that I've been considering going to 3 streams a week, one on Monday, adding one for Monday. Which would be pretty exciting. I think doing more Frontier, because I've just been really into Frontier lately, so I think while I have that excitement for it, it would be good to do that. Would you agree? Mm-hmm. If you do, then I will probably end up going through with that. I'm going to find. Alrighty. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, but you're one of the people who always shows up, so, like, it's worth asking you, Amber. Besides, you're the one who suggested that I do Friday nights anyways, so, like, you know that I'm gonna take your advice. But yeah, I'll look forward to finding a silly little button for you to press to make funny noises, and I'll I'll find someone nice for you all to all to raid. I thank you all for the lovely stream tonight. It's a nice, good, relaxing time. Ooh. You know what? Heck yeah, I'm gonna send you Grave's way. Have a lovely time all. Thank you for the fun. And have a good night. Thank you. Alrighty, and to VOD watchers, thank you for showing up. Bye bye.